Alright YouTube, let's look at this headphones. These are NAD VISO HP50s. Got it during a Black Friday sale. Original price $329, which is a ripoff. Got it for $128, so basically more than $200 off, which is, I guess that's a good deal. and yeah, it's a really nice looking headphones. And quick specs here. So we have 40mm drivers, so nothing special there. 32 ohm, so which is very efficient, and yeah, okay. And it's a nice box. You know, there's a window, there's a tab, it makes it easy to open. There's another tab there, so you can pull it out, slide it out like that. So let's just look at what's inside at a high level. So we have the headphones here. Let's just put that aside. We have a pouch here for accessories, and yeah, piece of paper there. We have cables. Well, this is a flat audio only cable. For some reason it's 4-pole. Anyways, another cable here with a microphone, 3 buttons. So works with iPhone obviously, and Android as well, but yeah, they won't be functional. And yeah, these cables aren't bad. I'll talk about that a bit more later on, but I don't like them. Anyways, 1/4-inch adapter as per usual, and then airplane adapters, you know, whatever, if you need that. Let's just put that aside for now. And then finally what we have is the carrying case, which is very nice. It's nice and shiny, somewhat padded, and then you open it up, it's quilted. Ooh, look at that. And there's even a flap here so that the cups won't touch each other, and when you put it like this, and you can lay the cups flat, and you can put the pouch there, and then you close it up like that, and off you go. It's very nice. So that's all the stuff, all the accessories, and let's just put all that side. Oh, and then there's a ring there too, so that you can put that there if you want. It's there. Anyway, so let's just put that aside, and let's take a look at the headphones in detail. Headphones look really nice, and they feel really well built, and they're very symmetrical. You can plug in your cable in either on the left side or the right side. Wait, yeah, no, this is like this. This is the right side, that's the left side. So it's really hard to tell, except for the lettering there. Well, also for the fact that the cups only rotate one way, so this is how you would put it on, and it's also for some reason spring loaded, so when you rotate it, it'll rotate back. Anyways, so build quality wise, it feels really solid. The rods here, it's fully metal. This is plastic, however. This is rubber, but feels okay when you squeeze it. The pads are nice though. They're large, and they're really nice and soft. Feels like real leather. It probably is. I mean, for the price, you expect it to be, but you never know. And yeah, so it's nice. And doesn't that look familiar to you? You know why? It's because it looks like a Apple Magic Mouse. So it looks like you have two of these on your head when you wear this. And sound quality, well, it's good overall, but let's talk about the design first. So, couple issues, well, more than a couple. First, the band. The shape of the band. Doesn't that look very flat? And when you put it on your head, the shape is even flatter. So it's only, when you wear it, it's only touching like an inch or a couple inch on your head. So there's not a lot of support. Like the weight is not spread across the entire band. So that's one issue. Also, for me, this doesn't extend well enough. It's like what, an inch and a quarter? Not enough, right? And the clamp is kind of strong, but I got used to it. It's fine. Now compare that to, let's say, the Sennheiser HD58 Jubilee. You see the band is much more rounded, so this touches your head more evenly across. This stretches a lot, so this will accommodate like pretty much everyone's head. And you can wear this. I can wear this with a hat. I can't wear this with a hat, so I guess that's one negative there. Yeah, and so for the clamp, even though I got used to it, there's no way to improve the clamp. Maybe if you just leave it open like this for a long time, then it'll get softer eventually. And because, well, you can't really bend this, right? That's like a metal rod there. That's not gonna bend. Unlike with this Sennheiser, this is like, you know, like a thin piece of metal that you can bend out. So, anyways. So the pads, again, nice and large. Now the problem with the pads is they're kind of shallow, right? Well, I modded this, so to me, what happens? It's actually much slimmer, and so when I wear it, because of the clamp, it squishes even more like this, and my ears would touch the, I guess, the speaker, or the thing that covers the speakers. And so my solution to that is to add something inside. So let me just pull that out now. So I basically just sandwich this in, just so that now you can tell the difference, right? So when you wear it, it's like really thin. You get squished like this, and this what it does is it just gives it more space inside, it makes it deeper, so you stretch it out further, so you can tell the difference like that, right? So on the right side, I have the thing. This is basically just thin foam. It's used to put underneath hardwood flooring, so it, you know, floor doesn't squeak. Anyways, I just cut it out with its shape, and so yeah, this definitely helps. And yeah, so that's one issue with the pads. It's fairly shallow, and then when you wear it, it gets squished. Another issue with the pad is the shape of the pad itself. So as you can see, it's rectangular, right? Even though the inside is oval, that's fine. The problem with here is that when you wear it, your head is obviously rounded, spherical, and there's going to be a gap. If you're not careful when putting this on, there's going to be a gap at the very corner, lower corner is going to be a gap, and there's going to be sound leakage. It's not so much that the sound is leaking outside. It's just that like you will lose some bass response because it doesn't have a full seal. So sound-wise, what you're hearing, it's not going to be the best. But if you wear it properly and it has a good seal, and if you have this sandwich inside, and the sound's going to be good. It's going to sound full. Good bass response, and well, let's get into the sound quality. Sound quality wise is very good. Treble is a little bit rolled off. The mids is where these cans shine, and there's bass, not too much. I actually don't like too much bass, and this doesn't have too much bass, but it's tight and well controlled, and when you have a proper seal, it's gonna sound great. Now, bass is not as good or not as much as the Sennheiser HD58 XS, but it's still very good. I mean, it's gonna be more than the Ships 9500 for sure. And yeah, and I guess that's pretty much it. You know, overall, actually initially I was gonna return this headphones. It's because of the issue with the pads. And you know, I just like, okay, let's just try to figure out what we can do about it. Obviously I can replace the pads, and again, but it's gonna be hard to find a pad that's kind of like this shape. Everything else is kind of like oval, you know. That might work actually. Hey, okay, that might actually work. And I'll talk about this later on. These are nice. Anyways, but doing this solves the issue with the pads, the comfort issue, and where, you know, try to be careful when putting it on. When you have that seal, you're good. And and I've been using it for work, and it's very nice because like it's well isolated. Like, the isolation is very good. You can't really hear much when you put this on, and when you have a good seal. And obviously, like I said, it's very efficient, so you don't really need a DAC. Although I've been trying it out with my SMSL 793 Mark II DAC here, and these are, you know, really cheap but really good DAC and headphone amplifier, and it looks nice and everything. But yeah, together it's really good. But you know, don't need it. And yeah, I think, oh, one last thing, cable. Obviously I tried it on with the default cable, and the problem with the cable that it came with is this is loose. It doesn't have that tight feel. When it doesn't, you know, it kind of slides in and out easily. Not only that, the worst part about it is when you turn it, when you touch it, the sound will cut off. It's not the problem with the headphones, it's the cable. I tried other cables like V-motor cables. I have some V-motor cables here because, well, I have a V-motor headphones as well. Got this Crossfades LP2s. I'm actually gonna give it to my brother. But yeah, I wasn't too keen on the bass. It's too much bass, and I find it muddy. But some people like bass, and this is generally have good reviews anyway. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm just gonna give it time. Anyways, that's just a tangent. So let's get back to these headphones. So initially I was gonna return it, but after living with it, using it a few weeks at work, at home, I like it. You know, it looks nice, it feels nice, it sounds nice, and I got it for a good deal. But if you think this is nice, these are even nicer, and these cost like a fraction of that. But we'll talk about this. Anyways, if you like this review, please subscribe or like or whatever. You know, I haven't done any kind of video for a long time, and I think I'm gonna start doing this more and more. I obviously got a bunch of headphones to talk about here. I got these ones, which I got on the same day. I got these ones, the HD58X Jubilees. You're just gonna pass up on the deal, so I got this when I was coming home after picking this up. And I initially was gonna return this, and so I'm like, oh, I still need like closed headphones, so I picked this up instead. Or not instead, I picked this up as well. But I decided to keep this, so now I have these as well, and yeah, a lot of headphones. Anyways, if you like this review, let me know, and yeah, I think I'm gonna probably talk about these one next. The next review, the 58 Axis Jubilees, HD 58 Axis. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.